gosh, this is really hard to do when you're not standing. Hello there, Michelle here, and in this video, I'm going to be doing the ultimate Arty Games challenge. Also, I'm on the ground. I'm sorry, I'm sitting, so the camera's not like up there. Let me actually sit down. Now, what is the ultimate Arty Games challenge? It sounds kind of awesome, but what the heck is it? Well, if you're not familiar with Arty Games, this is an app created by Josiah Brooks, aka Draw With Jazza here on YouTube, and it's essentially an app that lets you generate prompts for art challenges. And what I'm going to be doing in this video today is I'm going to be generating prompts for each and every one of the challenges and mixing them together to make one epic art piece. If you still don't get exactly what I'm doing, it's okay. It'll make sense the more I go on. Nobody's ever done this before, so I'm kind of making up the rules as I go, but let me click play here and see if we can get some prompts. So here we have the list of challenges that I mentioned before: the color challenge, character challenge, environment challenge, incremental design, scribble challenge, copy challenge, design mix, and a custom generator that I personally use to generate gender and body type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into each of these. I'm going to give myself 5 colors. I might go up to 10 because I don't want to be too limited, but we'll see. So first I'm going to get the colors for the, oh my gosh, why so many pinks? I mean, I don't hate pink, it's just why so many? That's all I want to know. Next we're going to go back and do the character challenge. This one I actually use quite a lot. We're going to go for design and scenario, so I'm going to click on both because I want it to be the most challenging as it could possibly be. Character challenge: a friendly raptor with a very long neck fighting themselves from the future. Now we're going to do the environment challenge. Again, I'm going to do interior and exterior both, and this hopefully will give us the background. A dark cave that is covered in blood and features a fishing boat. Alright, well, sure. Now we're gonna go down and do the incremental design, and hopefully this will give us the general features of our character. Sure, it's a raptor, but I mean, he's fighting himself for the future, so maybe the future raptor doesn't look like a raptor. So let's see what happens. Draw a woman that has a slightly diamond-shaped head with long curly blue hair with glitter in it, that has a freckled nose with a scar at one eye and has an evil smirk. I can do this. Lizard person. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Just gotta be creative. You just gotta be really, really, really creative about it. This was a good idea. I know it. I know it was. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it's not a good idea. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Why did I do this to myself? I'm interesting, you guys. Look how interesting I am. I hope Jazza sees this and shares it with people. Hi, Jazza. If you're watching this, this was a bad idea. I challenge you, sir. I challenge you to do this in particular, because holy crap, it is difficult. Now I personally want to see you, I was gonna say I want to see you suffer, but you do that to yourself anyway. So now we have the colors, character, the environment, the details of the character, and now we're gonna grab a scribble. So I have to figure out how to incorporate this scribble into my picture. Hey, that's not that bad, I think. So now that we have all of that, we're going down to the copy challenge, which is basically a challenge where it gives you a picture and you have to copy that as close to it as you can, and I have to incorporate that into this piece in some way. Hey, that's not that bad. Oh, goodness, I can do that. It's just some fruit, right? Just some fruit, right? Shouldn't be that hard. Those are fruit, right? Now we're gonna go back and grab the last one. This is design mix, which basically it gives you 2 pictures and you have to morph them into one thing. Which again, I don't know how I'm gonna apply this to this, but we'll see. It's completely okay, you guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it. It's fine. It's fine. Calm down. Calm down. It's fine. I think I'm gonna go for another set of colors because 5 colors for a background and multiple characters is kind of not enough. So I'm just gonna get 5 more colors, that's it. Why? Why? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, I don't want more pink. I don't know what's happening. Oh my gosh. I see why this has never been done before. Quite honestly, I very much understand. I figured it would be fun. I figured it would be something nobody's ever seen before. I figured that it would be pretty creative and pretty awesome, and that it would be pretty entertaining, and it is. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty entertaining, but you know what? It's also going to be evil. So now we're gonna go to the custom generator. And there is body type. Okay, I guess she's gonna be thin. So now we have the body type, and I don't need to do gender because it already says woman. So we have done the color challenge, character challenge, the environment challenge, the incremental design, scribble challenge, copy challenge, design mix, and custom generator to get the body type. We can close that now. These are our results. They're spread out on the page. I know it looks weird. So now I have to put all of these things together into one art piece. What have I done to myself? Okay, this is gonna take me a while to figure out what to do, so I'm gonna do this in time-lapse mode, so I will see you guys actually in the future when I come back to this after I'm finished and then voice over it. So, okay, see you later. So I'm back. I actually finished the entire piece and edited the entire video up until this point, so now it is 4:50 a.m. The things I do for love. So I started out using the rule of thirds to kind of map out things that I wanted to be in certain areas. So I figured that the cave, since it's a very big prominent piece of this, I wanted it to be on or near one of those points, so I put it closer to the left for some reason. I don't know why, I just figured it would be left. It took me a while to actually figure out how to draw this cave because I've never drawn a cave before, so I looked up a lot of pictures of caves. I also looked up dragon tails, because there are a lot of caves in Dragon Tales. You can see that I have all of those generated prompts from Arty Games on a separate layer somewhere on there that I just keep referencing every once in a while. It'll pop up just to make sure that I get everything, which I did get everything. I didn't miss anything, I got all of it. All of it. I'm so tired. So I decided it wouldn't just be a cave, it would make more sense to have it kind of be connected to this sort of cliffside thing, and it said there was a fishing boat, so I was like, what if it's like a beachside cliffy thing? So beachside cliffy thing, there's the fishing boat in the grate, and then on the left of the corner I eventually put a barrel just to make it, there it is, just to make it so it isn't kind of just alone, and then my idea was to put the fruit things, I think they're fruit, put them on the barrel just because they're there. This is the fun part, you guys! Okay, so whatever that is, I think it's like a drill or something, and then there's the beaker. I was like, what if it's a ray gun? What if the beaker goes inside of it as like the cartridge of something, and it, you know, heats up or whatever, and it turns into some kind of ray futuristic gun thing? I don't know. It's just some futuristic thing. There's time travel. He's fighting his future, or she's fighting her future self. So there could be some weird science fiction in there. It'd be awesome. So now I'm trying to figure out the raptor. I'm looking at an image reference for this one because I don't actually draw dinosaurs. I've never really drawn dinosaurs before. I draw dragons, but for some reason I can't think of ways to draw a cartoony dinosaur, even though I draw cartoony dragons. I don't know why. It's just weird. Like, dragons I could totally make up, but dinosaurs actually have to look like a dinosaur. So that was difficult. But eventually I got it, and I decided it would be cool if he was actually holding that gun, so he's like pointing at this other person, which is him. I keep saying him. My instinct is just to call certain characters him. I don't know why, but I have to keep remembering that if this other character is a woman, and the dinosaur is fighting themselves from the future, that the dinosaur has to be a girl, unless somehow in the future something happened with science fiction and some stuff and just meh, I don't know. So there she is. She's got the diamond-shaped face with the scar, she's got the evil smirk, she's gonna have the freckles eventually, I'm gonna give her the long curly blue hair with the glitter. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I actually kind of used Connie and Stefani from Steven Universe as inspiration for the hair. It's not exactly the same, but if you learn to draw their hair once, you kind of get an idea for how to draw that sort of hair without actually having to go in and draw all the loops and the curls and whatever. Just make it bumpy and it's fine. It's curly. It's curly enough if it's bumpy. So I made her feet and hands like raptor feet and hands because I was like, oh my gosh, that would be interesting just to kind of show that it is sort of the same person. When I said lizard person, I was not kidding. This is a lizard person. Lizard dinosaur person. And they just happen to be purple. Because all I have is purples. purples and pinks. So fun fact, you guys, this is actually my first time using Creative Cloud. I always had the CS6 things, at least the time that I've had Photoshop, it's always been CS6. And this is actually the first time using Creative Cloud because it's on sale right now, or it was yesterday. Yesterday as of the day I'm filming this, not as of the day that I'm pointing at the flippin'. It was on sale on Friday, okay? It was on sale on Friday. Friday is when we got it because it's on sale. It was like significantly low priced. It was like 40% off, which is awesome. So we were like, oh my gosh, we can afford it now, so we did. So the first year is like 40% off. So that's awesome, so now we can afford it. And this is really weird because normally I have a line stabilizer called Lazy Nizumi, which works wonders for me because my hand shakes a lot for random reasons and I don't really like it. It makes it hard to kind of draw smooth lines, and I just like the way that it looks better with the line stabilizer in general. I just feel like it just works better for me. So CC has a line stabilizer in Photoshop already, or at least a smoothing. So it's not necessarily completely a stabilizer, it just smooths it out better. So you can see I'm making a lot shorter strokes instead of the really long ones, trying to figure out how to use it, trying to get used to it, and it doesn't really smooth things out quite as much as Lazy Nizumi. I think I'm still going to use it, but it does smooth things out a lot more than if you were to just do it by hand without the smoothing. So I might get used to it? I don't know. What do you guys think about the line art without the line stabilizer? Does it look good? Or do you think I should go back to using the line stabilizer? I don't know. I noticed that I also can't get the really teeny tiny, you know, how the lines kind of taper at the end. I can't get them as small with this, even with my weighted tablet. I can't get it without the line stabilizer. So that was one thing that bothered me. I also had to get used to the lines stopping farther back because for some reason when I use Lazy Nizumi and I make a line go really fast like that, it just keeps going, and so I had to use, you know, my brain to figure out when to stop my hand to make sure the lines connect, and I trained myself to do that. But then with this, I had to train myself to do it the opposite way because it stopped at a completely different spot to where my hand stopped. So that was different. So I don't know which I'm going to continue using. You guys let me know which line art you like better, if you like it better when I use the line stabilizer, or if this looks okay, or if it doesn't matter either way. So I should probably talk about the colors. What's interesting about this is I'm using all of the colors that you see on the prompt, except I'm layering them. So I'll put like the really light pink, and I'll put the green on top of it, and I'll turn the green to multiply and turn the opacity down, and then it'll make that pink actually look more like a sand color. It'll put some yellow in there, and it turns into a sand color. And then I put the blue on top of that and turn the saturation down, and then it turned into like a really light teal, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can layer the colors like this. It's like mixing paints. So I did that enough times that it ended up looking like I had way more colors than I did. So in reality, I wasn't really limited to those 10 colors. I could have probably done it with 5 and just layered them. I also, at the very end here, I did an entire screen, an entire full layer of just pink. Complete cover in the picture. Set that to multiply, or I think it was lighten, it was some other blending mode, and then I turned the opacity down, and that kind of gave everything this overall pinky kind of feeling. Then after that, I just, you know, raised up the contrast. It didn't change the color of anything, it just helped make the darks darker and the lights lighter for me because there wasn't a lot of variation in the colors that I was given. So this ended up actually not really being that hard. So in actuality, the ultimate Arty Games challenge, using all of the challenges in Arty Games at the same exact time to make one art piece, really ended up not being as hard as I thought it was going to be. In fact, this piece just looks like it's just supposed to be that way, which is really weird if you think about it, because all of those things were super random. So if you guys want to see me do this again, Who knows if it's gonna be harder the next time, but I am pretty excited about doing it again. This was really challenging. Quite exciting. I'm going to be sharing this with Jazza on Twitter and hashtagging Arty Games so that he can find it. And just in case he doesn't watch it, guys, make sure you tweet at him for me because I want him to do this challenge. It is his app after all, and I want to see if he can master it. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know you did. And if you're wondering what I'm doing in between videos, you can follow me on Twitter. That is where I'm the most active, but I have a list of other social media down in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!